Curse word. Oh boy. Dropping a hard B.
Hot start. I'm gonna knock you down.
My cat's freaking
I'm
out.
on down.
Tucker's freaking out.
Nobody can handle this. I won't quit. I was born for greatness. Can you order from other Amazons in other countries?
Probably. Maybe. I don't know. What do I look like? Some sort of expert that knows how to do audio?
No, actually, you don't.
What? Huh? Who? Okay. Ready to do the show?
Have been ready.
You've never been more ready. Look how ready. Look, folks at home who are watching, or we're already streaming. Folks at home who are watching. Look how ready this man is.
I'm not even gonna hear the song. Just point at the thing when you play it.
That's true. Hello, everybody, and welcome to Ring Post Radio, the only show where whether we're celebrating the loved ones or celebrating the love of football, we're here celebrating the love of wrestling that we have in our hearts and possibly our farts. I'm Ryan Neitzey, joined us by, as always, Scotty Edwards. Scotty, how are you doing today?
I am doing, I'm doing okay. I was gonna lie and say, "Oh, I'm doing great." I'm just doing okay.
Yeah, you're not excited about the Super Bowl tonight?
Do
you have any skin in the game? I don't personally.
No. As a Patriots fan, I'd have no skin in the game today, unfortunately.
Yeah,
but I'm excited for the halftime show.
Yeah.
First time I've said that probably ever.
Is Snoop Dogg still performing?
Yes.
Okay. I saw a thing about him on the news the other day. I wasn't sure if he was still performing.
Of course he is. Snoop Dogg's uncancelable.
I have no skin in the game whatsoever. This might sound weird, as an Eagles fan, I am very happy with what I had a couple years ago. And
so you suck.
That's all I'm going to have for the next decade and more.
This sucks. I just said I was a Patriots fan, then he just slapped me in the fucking face.
Look, man, I don't know why, because when I grew up as an Eagles fan, I grew up during the Donovan McNabb era.
Donovan McNabb was nice.
He was nice. He was pretty good, but he could never
problematic.
He could never get the big one. Never got the. Well, I mean, there were other problematic Eagles QBs.
That's true.
Yeah. Speaking of which, we eventually got it together with Michael Vick.
Vick was nice.
Yeah. He's good.
That
good
one
QB,
year.
But yeah, that 1 year, and then Foles came in. And then
nice that 1 year.
Nice that he was okay a couple years. Then he was really good that 1 year. Got injured during the playoffs or at the Super Bowl. I don't even remember. And then we had that other guy come in and just win the whole thing. We're like, yeah, baby.
Foles won the whole thing.
Was it Foles? Who am I thinking of?
Wentz was the quarterback.
Wentz. That's who it was.
And then Wentz got hurt and Foles.
That's who it was. I don't even remember.
I would love to forget it, but I can't. So.
Well, if the Super Bowl is a bad topic, what about Valentine's Day? That's tomorrow. Are you celebrating Valentine's Day with a loved one, Scotty?
No, going to work. Going to work, which has had me pissed off the entire week. So no, it's not. There's very little good news coming up today for me. This is like not the best of times.
But it is the worst of times?
Yeah. Ryan, it was a trying week. What
happened? This is by the way, folks, this Ring Post Radio is not only a way for us to talk about wrestling and a bunch of wrestling, but also a way for Scotty to have his therapy sessions.
Yeah, I usually don't take this, so I don't like getting overlooked. I'm getting overlooked at work, and I hate it.
Overlooked at work. Oh, you hate when that happens. What are you gonna do?
Yeah.
What are you gonna do to change it?
Get a new job. I don't know.
That's fair. That's fair. I get you. You know.
Nah. I'll just keep doing the hard work, and you just hope it pays off eventually.
Yeah.
You know how that feels.
That as a podcaster, wrestling podcaster, yes, I know how that feels. I'll just keep doing the hard work, and eventually, maybe
eventually it'll pay off. But I guess we can get to wrestling, because that is the point of the show.
Yes,
I guess.
Maybe.
Ryan.
Yeah, what's up?
You remember my many rants, right?
You've had several rants, Scotty.
Not every show.
Not every show.
I'm not like, no. I don't bust my load every show.
No, you're not. You're not SE from BO, Boston BO. No, you're Mass. BOS. So it'd be SE from MA, right? You're not that guy.
Yeah.
Anyways, go on. I ruined the bit. Go on.
I just realized what I said, so I need to take that back. I just said never mind.
Go ahead. I ruined the bit. Go continue.
No,
please.
It's okay.
Now,
to be fair, you have to remember. I just said bust my load, so we need to go back.
Should we restart the show? Should we restart the show? I'll play the music again.
We need to restart the show.
All right, there we go. Let's replay that music, baby. Real Southern rock, baby. Coming to you live, 97.1. RPR radio. Coming at you live. That's my radio voice. Thoughts?
It's gonna be an interesting show today.
This is the energy. This is the energy, folks. Get ready. Get into it. We got a lot to cover. Big show, massive show. We're gonna be talking about a lot of news items. We're gonna be talking about a little bit discussing the Noah Step Forward amount of shows there. More specifically, the Go Shiozaki stuff, which I find very interesting. Very interesting.
More like Stop Shiozaki.
Save you the jokes for the main show. You're burning your jokes too early, Scott.
Wait a minute. I thought we were on the show. We're in the show, right?
This is the show.
We didn't actually restart, right?
No.
Okay. So everybody, the big news, of course, this week comes from, one of the biggest promotions in the world.
Mm-hmm. Are you talking about AEW?
No.
Okay. Talking about maybe in the world, you said, so maybe New Japan.
One of the most known promotions in the world.
Is it New Japan? They're known in the world.
No. No. New Japan hasn't had news in 3 years.
Impact is the Impact something about the show coming.
Let's not lie to ourselves now. Here, it includes Impact Talent though.
Impact includes Impact Talent. Ring of Honor. They're coming back.
No.
Oh, well, they are coming back, but this isn't the news. Is what you're saying?
You're missing a big one here.
Are they international or just strictly national?
National.
They're a national wrestling promotion. I can't.
You're really close.
Am I? Oh God, what is it? National. They tour the country, the wrestling. Oh, GCW. You're right. Here we go. You're talking about Nick Gage. That's what we're talking about, baby. Right?
You know what's sad? You know what's sad about that?
What's that?
Fucking hate NWA. But oh, radio, tell me everything you know.
Yeah, I guess
Matt Cardona.
Big spoilers.
NWA.
Big spoilers.
World champion.
Big spoilers. Yeah, Spoiler alert.
No one actually watches NWA. No one actually watches it. I'm gonna watch this match now. You know why? Because Matt Cardona, aka Zack Ryder, is the new NWA World Champion. 10 pounds of gold. He beat Trevor Murdoch.
That is true.
I guess not as big of an accomplishment, but hear me out here.
Yeah.
Ric Flair walked so Zack Ryder could run.
Ric Flair walked so Zack Ryder can run. I need way more context. What the hell?
Zack Ryder is already the greatest NWA World Champion of all time.
Yeah, so
Ric Flair, who? More like Ric Flair, woo.
More like Ric Flair, woo woo woo.
Yes.
We talked about it before the show. I was like, Scotty, maybe we shouldn't talk about it because it's spoilers and it's not going to come out yet for a while. And he said, no one's watching the show. If anything, this might get people to watch NWA now.
Yeah, I'm helping them.
Yeah,
I'm helping them by doing this.
It's the same exact idea of like why WWE itself announced the result of the Intercontinental title match on Friday Night SmackDown next week. Oh, because people might now watch the thing potentially.
Right. Probably not, but they might. I might for Sami Zayn. I like Sami Zayn. That's his Twitter, or it used to be his Twitter. I like Sami Zayn.
Now I hate Sami Zayn.
Back to Matt Cardona.
Yeah, baby.
This dude, I was giving a lot of praise last night on the Twitter sphere, but this dude has been one of the most impressive WWE departures. He was part of the first cuts. He was part of the
he's part of those
post WrestleMania 2020 cuts.
He's part of those. He was part of the Corona cuts.
Yeah, he was part of the peak. He was part of the inaugural class of releases, and he was in AEW for like a month, right? Yeah. But he has made a name for himself specifically through GCW and now the NWA. Former GCW world champion he made me watch GCW. That tells you, like, that's bravo to him. Bravo to his work. He is now like one of the biggest heels on the independents, and I just want to applaud him. And the way he's being a heel is by embracing the fact that he's Zack Ryder, and embracing all of that. And I just applaud what he's doing, and good for him. Did I ever think he was going to be NWA World Champion? Sure didn't.
No,
but I'm happy he is.
No.
If Trevor Murdoch can be, anyone can be.
Yeah. Coming out of the WWE firing and all that stuff, going to AEW, was pretty much the same thing, just kind of a dude, just kind of a guy. And then the total reinvention on GCW was an outstanding part for him. He went to Impact. It was basically just a guy there in Impact as well. But now Impact is turning him heel by beating Jordan Grace in that fashion that he did. So GCW got a bunch of business out of this heel turn. Impact now is like, oh, let's do the same. NWA is like, let's do the same. All these companies are now modeling after going around Matt Cardona and bringing him in and giving him a title because it worked. It worked for GCW. So they're like, it'll work for us. NWA.
I think it will.
I think it will. I mean, I think people might watch this NWA show now. There was already
more than they were.
I think so. I think this is a great move. I think Trevor Murdoch wasn't really bringing in the big thing. Topsy on Twitch says he's basically done what Miz did back in 2016, letting a heel do work. Yeah, I remember 2016 about I assume you're talking about, or the thing I think about is the talking smack thing, where it's like, make it real, make it heel. Yeah. Real and heel, baby. That's all I want. Real and heel.
Which
is phenomenal.
Yeah. I love good heel work. I really do. Like, that's one of the things in wrestling I adore. And he has been doing that. We live in an age where there's not really heels and baby faces in terms of for cheers and boos wise, right?
Sure.
Anymore. There's heels and baby faces to make formats and matches, like, for the upcoming AEW World Title match between Adam Cole and Hangman Page. We know who's the heel, we know who's the baby face.
Yeah.
But they're both going to get cheered.
Yeah, Adam Cole's a cool heel. Adam Cole is a cool heel.
Right. Matt Cardona is doing this thing, and he's getting booed out of the building. He is getting loud boos. No one likes him, but at the same time, people do like him.
Yeah.
People are happy for him. And, the good thing for Matt Cardona is he's solid in the ring. He's not going to have the Joey Janela one's different story.
Cardona is solid in the ring. He's not an insanely great worker. Going back to what Topsy said on Twitch, a little bit like The Miz. Not an insanely great worker, but he, for the most part, knows what he's doing.
Yeah, he's not a work rate guy. But
I would take that back. I think Matt Cardona is actually way better than Miz. Because the Miz known for not catching anyone on suicide dives.
Yeah, this is true. But credit to Matt Cardona. I'm excited to see where it takes him, because I think we can agree that Impact World Champion is not out of the question. I mean, he's holding one of the most prestigious, and I know it's changed now, but the NWA World Championship is, that is a prestigious world title in the history of professional wrestling. And now he has it. So anything really is on the table. I think Impact would, if his heel run goes well there too, I could see them strapping him up.
Other news bits that we have, and moving over, let's go across the country first, and we'll head on over to Seattle, where last night, at the Defy event, Defy 5th anniversary show, Nick Wayne faced off against the Defy interim champion Christopher Daniels in a losing effort. Again, spoilers, I guess. But after the match, AEW's own and former Defy wrestler Darby Allin showed up and offered Nick Wayne, the 16-year-old third-generation wrestler Nick Wayne, a contract to AEW. Obviously, no one has any idea what kind of tier contract this is. I'm guessing it's not upper tier contract. It's probably like one where he can still do the indies and everything. That's and I should say, and Nick Wayne accepted it. So there we go. AEW has offered a contract to Nick Wayne. Like I said, third generation wrestler. Thoughts on that signing?
Signed a lot of people this week. This is clearly a more future signing, which, I don't think we're going to see Nick Wayne on Dynamite or Rampage for a while. I don't think they're going to put a 16-year-old on their TV show necessarily. I think I'm wondering if it's more of a, not developmental deal, because they don't have that, but if it's more like a future type deal in terms of, hey, we'll put you on some dark shows, Dark Elevation, we'll have you work,
get more reps, get the training.
Yeah, well, you come into maybe Nightmare Factory, do some training with our team, because I know Hook and like other people train there. And you could keep doing indies, because you gotta go get your dollar and keep working, keep getting better. I'm thinking that's what more of this deal is, with the future being more. I don't think he needs to be on a Dynamite next week, unless like you want him to get crushed by like Wardlow or something.
Yeah, I think he's easy. This is easily futures prospect sort of contract. It's sort of
which
what
they used to sign.
What they signed this week earlier with AQA, I think is the same sort of boat, a future signing contract. You can make an argument.
She's on Dynamite though.
Yes, it's true. But I don't think she's going to be on Dynamite for a while. I think she's probably
she'll be back. She'll all be on Dark.
Yeah. But I mean, you can make an argument that like Garcia and Moriarty, they're sooner than future stuff, but they're definitely future stuff. I also wonder, obviously Daniels and everything, he's the talent representative of AEW and all that jazz. But I wonder, okay, can I put my conspiracy cap on for a quick second?
Make sure you put it on. I haven't. You gotta.
Do I have a physical prop bit?
That's tough. That's tough. You could have just acted like it was an invincible cap.
All right, so here we go. Invisible cap on. So to me, there's the Janela of it all. Janela and Nick Wayne are the people that had a great match on Defy a couple months ago. Janela is somebody that, vows like, hey, I'm going to take care of you. Already saying like, hey, we couldn't get you into the GCW Hammerstein show. I'm going to get you a match on spring break. It's, he's saying that he feels, is very outspoken about how much their relationship means to him. I wonder how much Janela put in the name for Nick Wayne. And also, I'm slightly nervous for Janela because his contract's coming up. I wonder if it's going to get renewed. They could be like a tag team sort of thing. Or maybe just Janela's like, hey, give this kid a contract. You don't have to give it to me. Give it to Nick Wayne. You could do like a loser leaves town thing and give Nick Wayne a huge win over Joey Janela or something. I don't know. I don't know. Like, these are just things I'm thinking about. Like, if I was like booking it, I would maybe do that. And I think Janela would be okay about that too. Oh, that's just my conspiracy cap. Who knows? I like to put the conspiracy cap on every once in a while.
Fair enough. I mean, they have so much talent now, and they're not done. We know this. They're not going to be done.
The other reason I'm worried about Janela not being renewed is just they're signing more people. It's just like, oh no, that means more people are probably going to cut. We're not cut.
I've had this discussion with people, and I've
not renewed.
I've said, I don't know why they re-signed Janela because he doesn't touch Dynamite or Rampage, but he is a very good scout for the Indies. He's very good. You just said it. You pretty much just said it. That's probably part of the reason Nick Wayne's here, right? It's probably part of the reason he has a contract with them is because Joey Janela probably said, hey, this guy's really good and he can be a future star. And that's a good trait to have for Joey Janela while he can still go and do GCW spring break and whatever he wants, So, I mean, when it comes to Joey Janela, they could sign him back. They don't have to. Doesn't really matter. Good for Nick Wayne. Definitely one of those names to watch moving forward in AEW.
And I agree with Topsy again on Twitch. Janela should focus on GCW and maybe work on an event-by-event basis for AEW. Yeah, I think help. I think GCW is a promotion that can definitely need the more help in terms of that. And also, I'm intrigued to see how much of this sort of event by event basis thing that AEW could do. They say that like, oh, they still might pick up people for like show by show, but I wonder like, are they going to bring in Leo Rush for like a spot here and there? Are they going to bring in Janela for a spot here and there?
Right.
Why not just sign the guy at a certain point? These, I'm very intrigued to see if they will do that at all, or and if so, how would that work out?
You can't sign everybody, and I think a lot of contracts are about to expire. I think we know that. It'll be interesting to see who does get renewed. Yes. We know Marco Stunt, one of the clear probabilities of not getting renewed, seeing he has not been seen with Jurassic Express in freaking forever.
Yeah.
But I don't want to speculate on anyone else. I think that's unfair, except for Brian Cage. Anyways,
moving over to across the pond. We're on the East Coast. Remember, we moved to the West Coast for Defy, so then we're going to go across that pond to land in Japan over in Noah, where it was announced earlier this week.
Not a pond.
No, it is. If you're a celestial, then it's a pond. Maybe it's actually more of a puddle if you're a celestial because they're ginormous. Keiji Muto in Noah earlier this week announced that Keiji Muto and also Marufuji announced that they're vacating the tag team titles due to Keiji Muto getting a hip injury.
Happens when you're 60 years old.
I was about to say, what is he, 62, I think?
No, he's younger than that. I think he's 59.
I'm going to look this up.
Turned 60.
I'm going to look this up real quick.
Oh, Muto.
59 years old.
Where do we what do I say? Very sad. You know, you don't want to see.
You never want to see old people get hurt. It's always a sad.
You don't want to see anyone get hurt. But here's the thing with Muto. Assuming the hip injury is legit and he doesn't just not want to lose.
Well,
which is
possible,
which is very possible. Tanahashi kind of blew him up, by the way, in his Aces Hide thing or whatever it's called that he does on. He said
podcast.
Tanahashi does like a column on New Japan World, and they translate every week. And he said when I wrestle people, I want to bring them up. Muto doesn't do that, which is true. And my whole thing is you never want to see anyone get hurt. And we gotta be honest with ourselves. This man's, he's 59 years old. He doesn't have many more matches in him. So I am gonna say I hope he's able to retire in his own way. Because Hip's not great. Hip's not assuming it's legit, which I'm assuming it is, because why would I not?
Yeah.
I hope it allows him to retire his way.
Well, yeah. The other problem is though he is a pro wrestler and he's gonna try to get back into that ring, and it's just and it's the thing of Muto was wrestling the way he was at 59, which was slow and not letting other people beat him.
Doesn't have knees.
Doesn't have knees, and now he won't have knees nor a hip. He's still not going to put over the young talent, and it's I really hope they don't bring him back in after this.
He was probably going to be the GHC national champion next too.
I know. I know.
That's the.
It sucks. Like you said, it sucks. You never want as a human being, we never want anyone to be injured. We don't ever want anyone going through tough times or anything. At the same breath, he is this 59-year-old pro wrestler with no knees. He was gonna, something like this was likely. Yeah, he doesn't. Something like this was likely. He's 50. He's practically 60. Of course, this was super likely.
I want to say.
I also like how they're vacating the title and not I don't know, having to do Marufuji and Tanaka or something. They're not making it some sort of freebird rule.
Yeah, like a good team.
Yeah, just give it to somebody else. Marufuji's just sitting there yep, I'm giving it up too. I don't feel like it.
The funny thing is that both of their tag titles are now vacant.
Yeah.
Their junior tag titles are also vacant. So. Yeah. They got a lot of work to do.
Misawa's gotta put some work in to figure out how he's figuring this out.
They have plenty of talent to win tag titles if they want that are not busy. So
that is true. We talked about this earlier, is that Noah, now more than ever, Noah feels like the right time to start watching Noah. Now more than ever.
I'm gonna assume you're not just saying that because there's no more Keiji Muto.
Anyways, let's get on to the rest of the show. I want to talk about this AEW Dynamite. We don't talk about Dynamite that often, but when we do, it's typically because it's a great ass show. And boy, howdy, Scotty.
Or bad, but it's never been bad that we've had to talk about it.
That's true. But boy, this was a great show in my opinion. I thought the show was phenomenal. I thought this was the best show in a long time for AEW.
Top 3 Dynamite of all time.
I was gonna say for me, it's probably in my top. I think it's in top 5 all time. I mean, of what I can think of, I would put the Atlanta show up there, the first Atlanta, the Steel Cage one.
Sounds a little selfish.
I was there live.
I don't know if anyone else. I don't know if anyone else actually puts that in the top 3.
I think that was a great show. It was
pretty good.
Will Washington would.
I only remember one thing that happened on it,
which is
the Cody Rhodes Wardlow thing.
You know what else was on that show?
No.
Lucha Brothers versus Paige and Omega.
I have no recollection of that match.
I think that was Meltzer gave that 5 stars, maybe. I don't remember.
That's not true.
I gave it 4 3/4. I think. Anyways, who cares about that? I want to talk about this show because this Dynamite was phenomenal. I thought
Sound like a good show.
it was a phenomenal Dynamite. There were surprises. There was excitement throughout. The crowd in Atlantic City was phenomenal. Really getting on that GCW train, going to Atlantic City and getting a great crowd. The matches themselves, not every match was like great.
I thought they had two really good matches,
but they had two outstanding matches that were and some of the matches themselves were just like debuts, so it was interesting at the very least.
The squash, which are always nice. I think squashes make the world go round.
Yeah, but I think this is great. I think this is a great show. I want to talk about this show so much. So we open MJF bit, right? We open with the MJF entrance, the celebration. This intro of the show, Scotty, top down to me was perfect. You get the Wardlow entrance. You get the Wardlow entrance with
not even an entrance.
Yeah, not even an entrance, just stumbling out with props and putting him in the ring. So it's just more shows like, oh, this is just a guy in MJF's eyes, I guess. Then you get the rest of the entrances. Then MJF in the perfect 180 to Wardlow's entrance comes out on the old school, like Roman Emperor bit. He gets to the ring, gets a peck on a cheek from this one person, from Gabby Ortiz, and then makes out with his shoot girlfriend in the ring, which is just phenomenal, hilarious. And then we do the whole bit. Promos going on. Punk comes out. He's so heated that he doesn't even have a microphone. Shivani gives him one. We get exchanges. Sting and Darby come out with bats. We do more exchanges. Everything about this was perfect to me. Everything about this was perfect.
Yeah. It was the best Punk MJF segment for me since the first one. Like the first exchange of promos. One. I thought it kicked off the show in a hot way. It helped that the crowd was hot. It helps that MJF is, the moment you hear his music hit, it's just a rain of boos throughout the arena, which tells you he's doing a great job. This was a great segment. This was a great segment. Kicked off the night big way, of course. We get the tag match from this between CM Punk, Jon Moxley, and FTR. I thought the reveal of Jon Moxley was great, being his tag partner, because, well, I mean, the idea that Mox just wants to wrestle, like that's the plan they're going with, is like he just wants to wrestle. That's what Danielson said on Rampage.
Yeah,
it's very intriguing, and this was great. I can't say enough good things. About the Pinnacle CM Punk stuff throughout the entire night.
Well, let's talk about that match. That match itself, CM Punk versus CM Punk and Mystery Guy, that happened to be Jon Moxley versus FTR. They
gave you the idea, but they gave you the tease of, oh my gosh, so is Samoa Joe going to show up? They gave you that idea, and I was like, I know it's not going to happen because they've already done, two huge things tonight. You don't want to, from a comment I said earlier, you don't want to, blow your load all at once. You don't, though. You want to save your surprises. You want to.
I don't like save your surprises after blowing.
No, you just got. Oh, never mind. I didn't. Okay.
I'll save you. Save you.
We already start the show again. You don't want to use all your surprise signings. You want to keep your surprises up your sleeves. You don't want to use everything at once. You don't want to. That's something Tony Khan's done really good. He keeps matches up his sleeves. He keeps these surprises up his sleeve. He doesn't want to use it all at once. But when he uses it like he did this night, it was special.
Oh yeah. There is so many possibilities of who that could be. I loved it. The match itself, I think I don't like the match as much, but I think that's mostly because I'm not as admittedly good on old wrestling because this was such an old school Southern tag wrestling match that admittedly it's like, oh, I'm not like I'm not well versed enough to really be like, oh, this was great or anything. It was just sort of like, oh, I'm used to the modern style.
Yeah.
But I understand that it felt great. It felt great. The crowd was into it, which is the most important thing of all. And obviously, people online loved it. So
Yeah, yeah. And be interesting if they do bring in Joe down the line. And anyway, I think, I've been saying this to people, Samoa Joe, he's had his injury problems. He's had many injury problems. He's older, but, get into the brain of Tony Khan. Put your Tony Khan cap on for a second.
oh, sorry, that's my. So I put on the wrong hat. I put on my.
Just think about it, right?
Mm-hmm.
You have a chance to have CM Punk, Samoa Joe, and Bryan Danielson all on the same roster in 2022. It's almost something and you have a chance to run back CM Punk versus Samoa Joe one more time on your show instantly, no matter how good or bad the match is. That's going to sell tickets. That's going to get people watching. That is a match you go for. I don't, and the beauty of Samoa Joe is he doesn't need to wrestle all the time. He's one of the best talkers in the business. If you had him partner with someone and he mostly talked and then he stepped in the ring once in a while, that's fine. But he's got the brain, he's got the mind for the business. I don't know how Samoa Joe is anything bad. There's nothing bad about bringing him in. And I think that's ultimately going to happen. I do, because again, it's Samoa Joe. When you think of the past 20 years here in the United States, and you think of the impact Samoa Joe's had.
Do you think what is the shot that it's AEW versus like Ring of Honor or Impact or anywhere else, or just retiring?
Well, I think we're definitely going to see Samoa Joe in the Ring of Honor Hall of Fame. I think he's going to probably be in this first class. He should be in this first class. So far, the Briscoes and Danielson, of course. Mm-hmm. But I wouldn't be shocked if maybe that's his first appearance. Maybe he keeps it low key a little bit. My hope is that he can retire his way though. Have that one. If he wanted one more match, CM Punk's a pretty good opponent to do that.
Yeah. You're saying that you wouldn't mind having one last match and then Samoa Joe going out on top, getting in a Cadillac with Keiji Muto, and they both drive off into the sunset together.
Well, Samoa Joe will put people over, so
the other things I liked about this show is that you get Jay White.
There's two big things. I was going to say there's
three things really. You get Jay White showing up out of nowhere.
This was my real pop.
This was a big pop for me, but I'm also slightly concerned about it because they're
going to have him wrestle best friends.
It does feel like we're getting into like Jay White versus Orange Cassidy, maybe, but also it just feels like we're going to like trios matches with Jay White. It feels like someone that is as important to New Japan, seemingly. It just feels sort of like, all right, you showed up there, then you showed up at Rampage. All right, I would have expected maybe like a challenger for a world title match. That's the sort of level I view him as. And here we are as sort of a, hey, do you want to come in and help me out from Adam Cole sort of thing. So I'm just sort of like, I don't know. I don't feel like he's getting the reverence, I guess.
Hear me out here. I think,
and he's no Yuji Nagata, but
if Kenny Omega was ready to come back at Revolution, that would be a match you'd make. Would be Jay and Kenny, but Kenny's not ready. He's not ready. We have to accept that Kenny. Someone posted a clip from one of the Okada matches where he got flung by Okada over the top rope and went through one of the tables on the outside. I was like, I wonder why this man just, is broken into every single bit. But the thing with Jay White, right? He felt like the massive star he is in these two segments we saw this week, I thought. He felt that big. He felt important. And then I think that's why it's fair to have the you're kind of scared that he's not going to get used to that full ability. And the problem with Jay White can do what he wants. Yeah, I can respect him not wanting to go to Japan right now.
Mm-hmm.
The thing with Jay White is he doesn't have, he hasn't been hot. He hasn't been in title matches. He's just kind of, been around. He's been on Strong once in a while. He's on Impact right now. He's probably gonna, win whatever he's doing. I think he's fighting Eric Young. He'll win that. But there's no reason to, just put him into, I don't know, a match with Hangman Page for the AEW World Title right off the bat. He just doesn't have, and you don't want to do that because you have your own talent.
Yeah.
But the thing with Jay White is he is here to enhance the Elite story. That's why he's here.
Mm-hmm.
And I think, you have him come around, maybe for a month or so, month and a half, whatever. Goes away for a little bit, goes back to doing his own thing. And then once Kenny's back, you pull him back in. And that's where the problems start to go, because you're going to have the Adam Cole Kenny thing, which is going to, play off each other. But I think you can get a match with Jay White. And, you play into the whole Jay White Bullet Club part. They were talking about that on TV. Oh, if you're a Bullet Club once, you're Bullet Club for life.
Mm-hmm.
Well, we know that the Young Bucks and Kenny have been very like, hey, we don't. There was an actual falling out there, it sounds like, between at least them and GOD for the most part, because I don't know how many people are left in Bullet Club. And I don't think Bad Luck Fale probably gave a shit. But, there's that. There's that. So, yeah, got trios matches if you want them down the line between Jay White, GOD, and the Elite. You got a lot of story, but I'm with you. I don't want it to just be Jay White versus the Best Friends. No, I don't want that.
The reason I'm mostly concerned about it is just like, imagine if this is how we debuted Will Ospreay on AEW. And that's like, and Will Ospreay is probably the most apt wrestler. I'm not going to say Okada because Okada is way higher than White. But imagine like if we debuted Will Ospreay in the same fashion.
Mm-hmm.
I'm just sort of like, all right. I feel like he should be doing something a little bit bigger. Why so? Because Will Ospreay's hotter currently?
Will Ospreay's hotter. Will Ospreay was just in the main event of Wrestle Kingdom. It's Jay White. Jay White was in the main event of Wrestle Kingdom and then pretty much didn't do anything for the next year.
He was in the main event for a year ago and didn't do nothing.
And it, it's whatever, but he legitimately hasn't done anything for a year. So it's definitely different, but I know where your mindset is because they're the same level in terms of like importance and especially in New Japan, the top two Gaijin talents, they are both very good. But like, I think if you bring in Ospreay, he's probably, doing more because he's the hotter commodity right now. I'm actually probably more of a Jay White guy, truthfully, but I'm hopeful that I'm just happy. Listen, I'm just happy to see Jay White, man. Like we just said it. He hasn't been around. He hasn't been wrestling much. He wrestled once every month on Strong, maybe. So I'm happy he's just around.
Topsy on Twitch said, which again, appreciate Topsy for keeping us and being involved in the chat here. Obviously, we stream these shows. If you listen to the podcast version, we stream the show live every single Sunday on twitch.tv/countout. We can be part of the show at very least by chiming in the chat. And I'll shout out some comments. Shouts out RPRs in the chat. So I appreciate anyone that comments. So again, appreciate it, Topsy. But Topsy said that they do think it's hard to book NJPW talent because not only the pandemic, they can change at any moment. So it's probably not safe to do long-term booking, which is probably partly true. Yeah. I mean, there's the aspect of like, you text me something saying that Japan is considering opening to foreign talent. But then there's also the aspect of like, well, what if they close again? Are they trapped? I have no idea. Probably not. I imagine if they're foreign people, they let them go. Maybe.
But
I don't know.
The summer should mean better, you know? Like,
yes. If the G1 Climax is happening this summer, and maybe that's why maybe they probably announced it.
It is.
Yeah.
It is, by the way.
If it's happening this summer, you know, there is a good chance we may get an AEW person or maybe Jay White in the summer, because if it's anything like last summer, there are more people who are vaccinated, and it's probably going to be even, you know, safer.
Yeah, unquote. It'll almost feel. I don't know if you felt this way, but at times it felt like it was gone. It was never gone. COVID was never gone, but we got to a point where people are saying, you know, during COVID, like that's how much, you know, that's how comfortable it felt.
Yeah,
in certain ways. So, you know, that's the hope there.
And we're always going to have the thing of going back and forth. The winters are going to be rough, and then with summers, you know, everything's it's called it's like the flu.
That's just exactly.
It's like what the flu is. It's good. That's what it's going to become. We should change our verbiage, by the way, of like, it shouldn't be called a vaccine. It's basically exactly like the flu shot.
It's a flu shot.
We're going to keep getting that every year, by the way. We're going to keep getting a booster like every year.
Or every 6 months.
Yeah.
Which is fine too. The one thing I wanted to say about that was, sure sounds like we'll at least have Osprey in there.
So, yeah, which would be nice. Another debut we got on this show, Fates of the Revolution qualifying match, and boy howdy did I call the exact spot here. You bring in Isaiah Cassidy to do the bumps for one limitless one, Keith Lee, making his AEW debut here.
You know, it's crazy how easy it is
to be
for someone like Keith Lee to be a star. And hear me out here. All you got to do is let him be Keith Lee. That's all you got to do. And it just proves that, proves that WWE is, you know, shockingly wrong, as always. But I'm just so happy for this dude. I'm just so happy for him.
Me too.
You know, he went through a shit ton in 2021. He lost a year of his career. That's what he did. He lost a year of his career for, you know, not all of WWE's fault. It wasn't. He had health problems.
He had long COVID.
Family problems. Yeah, which he talked about on Twitter this week. And it's just so nice to see him back in a ring doing the bask in his glory thing with like everything felt so amazing. And like, I think we all knew this was going to happen. I know there was, you know, rumors running rampant, but the moment that Tony Khan said, I was like, it's Keith Lee. It has to be Keith Lee. There's no one else that I feel like fits this as much as Keith Lee. You know, people were saying Jay White, and I was like, that no. First of all, they said he was signing. Jay White is not signing.
It was the whole forbidden door thing that was.
Yeah, which Tony Khan then tweeted. He's like, yeah, I fucked that up. Not gonna lie to you. I was like, I had to go get Jay White.
But that's the other thing about going back to Jay White real quick. That it's just like Jay White was sort of shit. Let me fix this real quick. Let me call up Jay White,
which is a fair, you know, problem to have, but you could have done that months ago. Clearly, if Jay White was that willing to just show up.
Great point.
Keith Lee,
great point.
Keith Lee. I'm so happy. Man tosses Isaiah Cassidy across the world.
Uncle Phil Beal. Was it Uncle Phil Bill?
Yeah, he changed it. It was the Bradley Beal, which is a basketball player, and then everyone was talking about how it was very reminiscent of the Fresh Prince episode, and he was like, "Okay, we're gonna change it." And
it's like,
I think his theme song's
calm
great.
Down, everybody. All right,
this is the most important part. Everyone was freaking out about the theme song. He's gonna have one with his lyrics. Mikey Ruckus was like, "Listen, wasn't gonna make him come in, you know, on his wedding day to do this. So sorry, guys." I thought they did pretty good for the theme song, and you know, once they get a Keith Lee verse in there, it'll all feel right. But this feels right. No more stupid Bearcat. No more stupid shirt that's useless. Just let him be Keith Lee. and I'd have him win the TNT title.
We also had the debut of AQA, which I didn't think she was going to get signed, but obviously it was revealed a little bit later that she got signed. Another young prospect talent. I didn't really like this match.
I didn't.
But I don't think it was entirely on AQA. She did. I think it was Jade, maybe mostly. But yeah,
I didn't think it was that bad. I saw some people freak out about it. Now, I think they gave her some shine. She got to do the shooting star press or shooting star press.
Yeah.
Shooting star. Okay, yeah. Which main point. Gave you that little of like, oh my God, is Jade gonna lose? Which we now all knew she wasn't going to, but gave her a little shine, and it's a good long-term signing. Another future type deal.
Yeah, you bring in AQA so you can bring in Toni Storm to get her win back.
I'm interested to see. I was talking to someone about this. Well, someone brought it up, and I was interested. Juice Robinson's a free agent. Toni Storm's a free agent. Not a bad package deal for anyone. Juice Robinson's very good. Very good on the mic. I think Juice Robinson would thrive in an AEW setting because he could cut more promos. New Japan's not very promo-based. But one of my favorite things was from his G1s was his post-match promos.
Yeah. So
I think that would be a good combo. I mean, Toni Storm's the bigger star in terms of AEW. Like she would be she'd probably be a women's champion and whatnot. But Juice Robinson's a good name. He has a good relationship with a lot of guys on the roster.
It would be a great promo off.
Juice Robinson and
Eddie Kingston.
Well, I mean, sign me up.
I'm gonna need a cigarette after that suggestion.
Man, I miss Eddie so much. I hate that he's hurt.
Yeah.
He's probably come back next week or the week after.
Yeah. I assume he'll be back by Revolution. I assume the match.
He's fighting Jericho.
Yeah,
so.
I assume that's the plan. And of
if
course,
he loses, I'm riding.
That's fair. And of course, your main event as well, AEW World Title match, and your Texas Death Match, Adam Page defeating Lance Archer. I thought this match was great. I saw people sort of dunking on this online. Yeah, sure. The story, the buildup of this match, not that great. It was kind of standard, boring affair. But I think this match paid it off completely. I thought this match overexceeded what I thought it was going to be. It was super bloody, super just the spots that they're willing to do, both of these guys, mainly Adam Page, to go through to put on a great performance. The finish with the table spot there, the lariat, the buckshot lariat over the referee.
We gotta talk about the spot though.
The spot? Are you talking about the everybody dies onto the side of the steel steps?
They call it the blackout now, but yes.
Oh yeah, everybody dies. Is that the claw?
That was the claw. Yeah. Okay. When I watched this, I put it on. I was like, oh, he's gonna do the usual slide off. And then he just went over, and I was like, oh my God.
He bounced. He bounced off
onto the steel steps. That was a great spot. God bless Hangman. This match was great. Hangman Page. If you want to go strictly work-based, probably already the best AEW world champion.
Yeah, I mean, yeah. If you took like the averages probably of every title defense or title match itself,
he's just steamrolling everybody.
Yeah. I saw someone on Reddit, and I think it's still maybe too early to call, but I saw someone on Reddit talking about how this feels very reminiscent of Okada's first title reign.
All right, chill out. All right, let's time out. Back up.
I was about to say, what do you think about that? And I think I got the answer.
No.
But his first reign wasn't, if I remember my history correctly, his first reign wasn't the 13 title reign.
Okay.
He had it for a little bit.
Okay. I didn't really pay attention to first. I just assumed it was his best. Okay, I guess that's fair. I assumed they meant the 700+ day reign. I was like, no, not a shot. But his first,
the 700 day reign was his fourth reign.
Third reign. Fourth reign?
Fourth reign. He had
it
it
was third
4 times. His first reign was February.
No, that was his third reign.
According to Cage Matches, his fourth. Okay, here we go. Let's break it down. Ready? Let's look into this.
I'm now on Cage Match. We're doing this together.
You don't have to do it together. Here we go.
Oh yeah, it was his fourth reign.
So Tanahashi.
No, he had the title 5 times. Don't lie to me.
I'm not lying.
You said he's had it 4. You said he had it 4.
I said the 700th day was his fourth reign.
Oh, I thought you said he had it 4 times. Okay,
here we go. So Tanahashi has it 404 days, the really long reign. Okada wins it after, post the Wrestle Kingdom. The weird guy, like, hey, what's this guy doing? Okada wins it. That first reign, he wins it off of Tanahashi. His next match is Naito, which was a great match. His next match was Goto. Then he loses it to Tanahashi. Tanahashi has it again. Okada wins it for a second reign. Then Styles wins it. Then Tanahashi again. Then Styles. Then Okada wins it again in 2015. Loses it to Naito for like the cup of coffee 2-month title reign. Okada wins it again in June of 2016 at Dominion, I believe, and then loses it 2 years later for 720 days total to Kenny Omega.
Yeah, I got you. Sorry, God. Interesting comparison.
So
guess we gotta wait.
But the problem about that also is that based on that logic, one would think Adam Cole could win it at Revolution.
I don't think Adam Cole's winning it.
I don't think so either. But I also think Adam Cole, if they wanted to, they could. He's been well protected. They totally could do it.
Shocked, but I don't think he's. I think Heyman's got till Double or Nothing.
Yeah, I think MJF is too much better as the next person. The problem
it just feels like the match you got to do.
The problem with the size of the AEW roster and how often they do their world title changes.
Yeah.
I have no it's like Adam Cole's gotta win the world title at some point, right? CM Punk, Danielson, maybe?
I don't think CM Punk.
I don't think CM Punk, but Danielson? Maybe?
He should, but will he?
Will he? Will someone win it a second time? Like these sort of things. I think
Kenny will.
The reason I think Adam Cole is a good pick just to win it, and maybe Paige can win it back from him, is having Paige have some sort of that cup of coffee thing, like the Okada thing, and then just winning it right back later.
Yeah.
Maybe. I don't know. But maybe, so it's so weird. It's still very early.
They have so much talent, but at the same time, Tony Khan has a long-term plan. So it's hard to figure out because he has a long-term plan for the world title.
Yeah.
Nothing else. As we saw with the TNT title switching like 17 times.
Well, there's been a lot of
women's title too. I'll give him credit. Yeah. He has the plans. He just doesn't always get there the smoothest. Yeah. Britt Baker's reign, Hikaru Shida's reign. Neither have been smooth necessarily.
The current nonsense of the TNT title. But that's also due to COVID.
I don't. Well, to be fair, I have no idea what the direction is with that. It doesn't help that the current champion is just not working. But that's a conversation for another day. We can move on.
All right. Well, I thought the show was phenomenal. I thought top down. I thought this was another great title match.
On a scale of 1 to AJ Styles, how good was it?
On a 1 to phenomenal.
But you said phenomenal, so
I think pretty phenomenal. I'm trying to look up what I rated it, and I think I went super high. Oh yeah, I get
the show. You rate shows?
No, I rated the match. I rated this match 4.5 stars. I thought it was phenomenal.
Oh, I gave it 4.25. It was great though. It was
really good. I'm still in the mindset of not super excited about oh man, yeah, Adam Page is a phenomenal, outstanding, great wrestler, stupendous. I'm trying to think up with more WrestleMania terms. Stupendous wrestler.
Well, he is.
But he is, because he's had every match he's had in this reign. Besides, I think the first win, I didn't really like the Omega match too much.
That was about the moment.
Yeah, it was more about the moment.
Omega was broken.
Omega was broken. Still a good match. Still a very good match. But he's every title defense has been great. Every match he's had since then has been 4 stars or more, I think.
Well.
I think I have to
Ryan.
Except that first Danielson match, I believe.
I liked that match. Everyone liked that match except for you. So it's okay. You got to remember Danielson twice. That helps.
Yeah, the second one is
Lance Archer one. The Lance Archer one's the proving point, I thought.
Yeah.
Because Lance Archer hadn't looked great since coming back, in my opinion.
Mm-hmm.
So I thought I was definitely worried going into it, but they hit a home run.
Probably Lance's best match of his career. It helps with the gimmicks and everything, but
he has some good some good Texas death matches.
Yeah,
like his one with Moxley too, a lot from Wrestle Kingdom.
Oh yeah. Well, let's move forward. Let's not only move forward, Scotty, but what happens if we step forward with Noah?
You know, it's been a weird episode. I said some over the top comments earlier.
There's feverish energy in the show.
I guess so. I mean, the shame, right? The shame is that
it's also we have a lot of topics to talk about, so I'm really
we don't have a lot in the future.
What do you mean?
Like this coming week is kind of quiet in terms of wrestling.
I mean, next week we're gonna review. We'll probably talk about Terminus since they'll have their second show, I think. No. We would preview their Terminus show. We could review Impact No Surrender.
By the way, if it's Doug, we're not previewing them anymore.
That's fair. If it's another, oh man, that was not as good, then maybe we'll reconsider. But I'm hopeful. Anyways, let's step forward. And what I want to talk about with all this stuff is obviously
about Go.
Yeah, I just want to talk about Go Shiozaki. So he's like, was that your Go Shiozaki chop? Is that what you just did?
I could watch that man chop people for hours.
So,
pretty much did this week.
That's true. So every match, really good. My favorite of the 4 was the Kano match. I don't know where you are.
I like Segura.
Segura match was very good. I really like the Kano match, but I also realized it's because I'm a Kano stan, as it were.
Kano, that one was different because they really played to the fact that Shiozaki had 3 matches in a row.
Mm-hmm.
I thought like he wasn't chopping as much.
Mm-hmm.
He was kind of fucking dead.
Yeah, but I mean,
gassed.
He was gassed. He had. So the start of all this, if I recall correctly, was Go Shiozaki saying, "Hey, I was the GHC champion, double shoulder surgery, came back. I want to get back to the top. I think I'm ready." He goes out here and says, "You know what? I'm going to face these 4 dudes. These 4."
Well, you have to remember,
he
lost to Nakajima at the beginning of the year.
Yep.
Then a few days later, he lost to Kaito Kiyomiya in a singles match.
It's also true.
So after these 4, that's pretty much the top down.
he's really on a 6-match losing streak
of importance.
Of important people. So he then says, I'm going to face these 4 guys. If I can beat them all, I think I can maybe deserve something. He loses the first match, and you and I are like, all right, and we're still doing the matches? All right, okay. He loses all 4 of them.
I like the story, though. I like the story a lot.
I love it a lot. So what give me your thoughts on it. Give me your thoughts on this whole Go Shiozaki. Where do you think Go Shiozaki is in his career right now, I guess?
I mean, where is he? He is wrestling. He's been wrestling at an incredible rate for a very long time. But, seeing he had the surgery and whatnot, I think he is hitting on all cylinders again. He's in. That's a great thing because Go Shiozaki is one of the best in the world. And where does he go? Where does he go after 6 major losses now? 6 major singles losses. Does he start to embrace a new side of himself? There's always the maybe not character change as much, but does he get a little more desperate? Does he, because he wrestles very traditionally. His whole thing is, I am Noah. But you get to a point where you can't win. You got to change something up. And I think that's where we're going. I think he's going to start to change something up. And I think this is only the beginning of a story where he does become champion again. Now, I don't think you want to turn him heel or, whatever. You don't want to change too much of who Go Shiozaki is. But the story at hand is that he's got to change something up. He's got to do something different. He can't beat anyone.
Yeah.
And it all started. No, it's actually 7 straight singles losses. He lost the title to Keiji Muto. He hasn't been the same since.
It all goes back to Keiji Muto.
It fucking does. He hasn't been the same since. He can't get a big win.
Yeah.
So you build to that. You build to that first big win and then the next big win. He's going to have to change something up. And maybe he goes back to his older. I don't think he should leave the Masawa inspired stuff just because I love that. Mm-hmm. But he goes a little more back to his older version of himself, trying to find the pre-GHC heavyweight title this past reign. It's very intriguing because, trying to predict a storyline in Japanese promotions is always so much more difficult than, say, AEW, because AEW is like, you're going to get the promos, you get all this. This is very in-ring based, so you never really know for sure. And you definitely don't know after you watch a guy lose 4 times in a week to the top talents in Noah.
Yeah. I feel like if we're not getting some sort of like vast character change, which I don't necessarily think is a good idea.
No, I don't either.
I think Noah needs some stableness for a little bit, just a little bit longer. I think Keep and Go is like that. I think, if anything, this is 2 things. One, elevating talent. Marufuji didn't need to be elevated per se. All these guys didn't really necessarily be elevated per se, but beating Go Shiozaki still means something, even after 4, 6, 7
means
losses
something every time.
Yeah. So giving them their victories are good, especially Kaito Kiyomiya. Giving him that victory is good. But I also feel like this is just a lowering of Go Shiozaki's ranks in the title picture. I think basically this is him being like, this is the office being like, yeah, he's not in the world title picture right now, or maybe for a long time. I think
he's not.
I think if anything, it's tag teams and national, really, for a while.
I forgot this part. I think he could be a double champion. I think that's the direction they could be going. He changes his focus to the national title because he's not getting the world title anytime soon.
Nope.
And maybe that's how he starts to get his confidence back, starts to build back up. He focuses on the national, wins the national, and then whoever the hell the GHC is at the time, maybe challenges them. You never know. You never know with Noah, but I like where you're going. I agree with you. Don't change who he is.
No, I think we need to keep him. We need to keep him like that. But I thought he was great. I'm very excited. I've been loving watching Noah. I love, but I say that, I mean, I watched these 4 matches and I didn't watch the rest of the cards, except there was that one national title match that I watched.
Yeah, I watched that too.
Which
was exactly what I expected. Mochizuki's actually really good.
Yeah. But all the other tag matches, I'm like, whatever.
Go Shiozaki is currently my wrestler of the year.
Ooh. I don't know who my wrestler of the year is. I can easily
Yours
check.
is probably Hangman Page.
Yeah, based on how it's determined, probably.
Yeah. Or Okada.
Osprey, maybe.
I think they're all pretty high for me. So,
let's talk about.
I just don't think I haven't liked it. I haven't not liked a Go singles match.
Yeah, I thought that Kano match was outstanding. Their chops obviously is outstanding. I think just Kano is great. I just love everything about Kano.
He's my. He's. I mean, I have Nakajima and Go over him, but he's right there. Nakajima breaks people with kicks, so I can't not love him.
I want to.
That match is this week.
I fell in love with Kano, ironically. Go Shiozaki apparently is 4 on my list. Adam Page is 1. Who are the other people we thought? Okada?
Yeah.
Okada is 3. Ospreay was the other guy. Ospreay's 2.
I did pretty good predicting that. No.
Yeah, but that's my top 4 currently ranked based on the matches I've seen of them. Wrestling, baby. Who's number 8? Oh, I thought Hiromu. Okay, I thought number 8 said Tama Tonga, and I was like, what? Excuse me? That doesn't make any sense.
Probably would have had to just retire.
Yeah,
I'm blocked by him on Twitter. No idea why.
By Tama Tonga?
I've never said anything about Tama Tonga.
Did you want to say something now?
I actually like Tama Tonga.
I don't think he's that bad. I think he's pretty good. Oh, man.
He one time ran by me at a Ring of Honor show. He absolutely bumped into me. That was cool.
Maybe that's what it was. You didn't apologize.
Yeah, maybe not.
Mayu is 6, apparently.
Well,
on my list.
It's Mayu. Oh, I never asked you. How do you like that match?
Which match?
Her and Julia.
Oh, it was really good. I really liked it. I really liked it a lot. Yeah. Julia's great. Mayu we all know about, but Julia's great.
This is correct. You won't hear any complaints from me.
Which, by the way, DDM just kept getting bigger and bigger, aren't they?
Yeah, they're a little bloated right now.
Like, it feels like we're entering. If we're not entering,
they're splitting.
If they're not splitting, then I don't know what we're doing here, folks. Because they just keep adding more and more people.
I forget who. Someone commented. They're like, "Yeah, they need to add more people." I was like, "What?
More?"
They're like, "No, they need to split 5v5." I was like, "They don't need to. Yeah. They can, but they don't need to."
Yeah. Yeah. It feels like we're heading to a split.
Even though I think Hamake is leaving. So
interesting.
She's fucking done.
Let's talk about Warrior Wrestling. They had a show last night.
We were talking about the weirdest shit today.
That's what we're doing, baby.
That's the Ring Post Radio wave, baby.
Yeah, we're trying to cover the world of professional wrestling. So we're talking about stuff that intrigued us. The
world on professional wrestling.
Yes, we're gonna come after you, Gringo Loco. So yeah, we're this match card looked very intriguing to us last week. We sort of did like a sudden preview of it, and every match on here looks great. Scotty, I didn't watch every single match. I skipped I think 3 of them just to make sure to watch the main event stuff.
I did not watch Sky Blue versus
Miranda Alizé.
Yeah,
that was one of the ones I skipped. But otherwise, what do you think of the show?
That was pretty good. Pretty good. Better than Terminus. So
come on, man.
I thought Santana versus Mike Bailey was really good.
Keeps dogging on me, man.
That's probably my favorite match of the show. Probably. Oh, I didn't watch Briscoes versus the Workhorseman yet. Really like that. I thought Athena looked great by the end of her match. I thought she, there was rest there, of course, because she hasn't rested since October. She had the Achilles injury that she had come back from. She didn't wrestle a lot since coming back from it. I thought she got better and better as the match went on. Thunder Rosa's, all class. Love Thunder Rosa. Wrestled to a 30-minute draw, so, that bothers me sometimes. Yeah, you agree. No offense to them.
I did not like the main event at all.
Interesting. I did not like the first half.
Again, I skipped 3 matches, but I thought this was the worst match of the show. The main event.
Wow. I I did not think it was that bad.
Why are we going to a 30-minute draw? Why are we doing a 30-minute draw?
Here is the Rossi Ogawa playbook. And on the playbook, it says 30-minute draw means no one has to lose.
Sure, right? That's a possibility. But I'm sitting here thinking she has not wrestled since October. She's super rusty. Plus, she's got WWE stink on her. I don't want to see 30 minutes of that. I think I like Ember Moon. I like Athena. I like Thunder Rosa a lot. But there was messes up all over the place. Felt like the referee was messing up. The crowd, obviously, that one idiot in the crowd, or however many idiots. I know probably at least one. The referee felt like he botched a couple times with the counts. Confused the audience a bit. The audience looked confused sometimes during that stuff. I was just frustrated. I was like, why are we doing 30 minutes? If you're super rusty, if you're as rusty as you are.
It's a bold strategy.
Yeah.
I
just do
definitely
15 and lose.
I mean, I'm used to 30 minutes, so it doesn't affect me.
Also, to be fair, I did not know that they had time limits. I just completely I was skipping
entrances.
Fair. I was skipping entrances, just trying to get to the match, just trying to catch up.
I also didn't know they had entrances. Yeah. I mean, definitely could have been better. I think but again, I wanted to say, I think by the end, Athena looked like the Ember Moon that I remember before the injury, before getting called up to the main roster. Like there was a lot of flashes in there. And shaking off rust. Maybe that's why they wanted the 30-minute match. Maybe she wanted to shake off the rust in one match so that the next match is great. I don't know.
I hope so.
But shouts out to Santana and Mike Bailey. That was my favorite match of the show. Dante Martin and Bandito did some crazy shit.
Well, let's get to them. So the semi-main was the Ring of Honor World Tag Team title match. Briscoe Brothers, Workhorsemen. I did watch it. It was exactly what you thought this match would be. Good. Hard hitting. Lots of chops. JD Drake and I think it was Mark were exchanging chops constantly. Anthony,
I like chops.
Yeah. Crowd was super into it. At the end of the match, the crowd pumped up cheering. It was exactly what you're expecting. Exactly what you're expecting from these two guys. Just at phenomenal wrestling all around.
Was that your match of the night?
No, it wasn't actually. We'll get to it.
Did you pick the Fatal 4-Way?
We'll get to it. Other match, Dante Martin versus Bandito. I did not see it. Did you?
I did. I literally watched it while I was talking to you before the show. A lot of flying. A lot of flying. I don't remember a single spot, truthfully.
You watched it an hour ago, and you're already like, I don't remember it. Did you think you made a comment when you were watching it that you were sort of concerned because post COVID, of course, still trying to fix those things, but then also post Ring of Honor, there's the aspect of all that stuff. Do you think Bandito stepped up into the spot?
I think it was more about Dante Martin. That's the whole thing.
Interesting.
I mean, he won.
Yeah.
Dante Martin won, so that was interesting enough. I made the comment to you that I don't think Bandito has been the same since COVID started, and he's had COVID, so that could always. He had it twice, I think. He had at the end of 2020, and then we know he had at the end of 2021. So I don't know. I'm not going to say that affected him in any way, but it could have. It definitely could have long term. But I mostly said it because Bandito had a great Best of the Super Juniors run. In 2019, I believe. 2019. And I was watching some of it recently, and I was like, man, he's a different wrestler now. He's not, and he's wrestling different guys. I will admit, I watched one match. He was wrestling Will Ospreay. It's a little different. He's not wrestling Will Ospreay nowadays, but still, he's had some good matches over the past year. I liked his match with Roosh when he won the Ring of Honor World Title.
Yep.
There's another match in there that I liked a lot. but I don't remember exactly who he was facing from Ring of Honor. But
he
still got.
Was that the Flamita or the Rey Horus match?
Oh yeah, that was
on
really
TV.
Good.
It was like this really great TV match. It was like, holy crap!
with no fans in attendance. Yes, that is exactly what I'm talking about.
Classic
back to
ROH.
Bandito.
Classic ROH.
There's clearly still some Bandito like that I know of in there. I think he's someone that it depends on the show and opponent. Like, and we saw it in the Lucha match at the World on GCW. He was good in that. Great in that.
Yeah.
You know, so I think it just depends on the stage. You know, you're not going to go all out and have this star match. You know, I say star because I don't know how many stars you want to give it, but you don't want to, give this all out match if it's, in front of 12 people.
Yeah. I also think that maybe he's just changing his style a little bit to be
he's a little more grounded,
less high flyer, more grounded. So I think, that's part of it.
But he's one of the best luchadors in the world.
I know.
Like, probably top 5 for me.
Has there been a Bandito versus Rey Fenix match?
That's a great question. Rey Fenix, by the way, is number 1, if you were wondering. For me.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Let's see if I can look into this whatsoever. As you talk about the next match.
People forget that Bandito was in the main event of
All Out.
All in, actually.
All in.
He teamed with Rey Mysterio and Rey Fenix against Kota Ibushi and the Young Bucks. And they lost time because of certain matches going too long. And I'm still very upset about it.
I only remember one specific match going super long. And it's, of all the things that have issues around this guy, not the worst thing, I guess. But I'll still never forgive him. It was the Okada match versus that other guy.
Yeah, I
know. Based on what I can find, and granted, cage match sometimes when it's like they have multiple names or they use different names, sometimes it's hard to find stuff. But there was a AAA TV taping in 2018, Phoenix versus Bandito versus Flamita.
Get Flamita the hell out of there. Come on.
They're scared.
Come on.
They're scared, baby.
Why is everyone scared? Do the match.
But also Phoenix and AAA. That's still... No, that's not weird. That's not weird. I'm thinking of... Oh, no.
I have a question.
I'm thinking of No. Who is in CMLL?
Bandito's a little weirder, I guess.
Bandito was in CMLL. I think that's what's weird.
I have a question.
Yeah, what's up?
Why can't Bandito just, wrestle Phoenix in a singles match? Not on AAA though, because I hate how they shoot wrestling.
Sure,
hate it. They make Kevin Dunn look fucking slow with the changing of the cameras.
All right, I typed in Rey Fenix and I got way more results. Let's see. The only singles match that I've seen is PWG October 19th, 2018. Bandito versus Rey Fenix for 23 minutes.
I'm gonna assume that slapped. Just gonna assume it was great.
That was not even the main event. The 4th match on the card. Meltzer gave it 4.5 stars.
You know what I was thinking about?
Is that the best match on the card?
You know what I was thinking about?
Best match on the card.
Right.
Yeah.
Imagine Walter versus Go Shiozaki.
Sorry. Who?
Don't say it.
Anyways, let's talk about this. Santina, Mike Bailey. You thought it was great.
I thought it was really good. Mike Bailey's been putting in the work since coming back. I think he's making up for lost time. And Santana, I don't know if people know this, good at the wrestling. Really good at the wrestling.
Does Santana wrestling here make you excited about the Gresham match at Terminus?
No, because I don't think he's going to wrestle this style.
Yeah, I know.
Like, this was just like, hey, we're going to hit each other hard and see what happens. Like, that's kind of my favorite type of wrestling.
Yeah.
That's what I'm asking for. I mean, we just talked about 4 matches of Go Shiozaki. What does he do in all 4 of those matches? Hit people hard. But I thought this was really good. Mike Bailey bravo to him for putting the work that he's doing right now. Wish he didn't have to miss 5 years here in the U.S., right? It was 5? Was it 5?
Yeah,
5 years?
5.
Yeah, that's absurd. Dude's really good. Santana, like I said, better than just a tag team guy. I think a lot of people are going to start learning that the more he keeps doing these matches. But yeah, this was my match of the show.
I thought it was also really good. The Acclaimed, Anthony Bowens, and the Acclaimed running through the game. Yeah, we are in our own lane. Yo, listen, Navi style.
Something about Brian Cage's contract.
Yeah, what was it? I watched it this morning. What was it?
It was great.
The Acclaimed at the top of the stage, getting more TV time than Brian Cage.
Yeah, and then the contract one, waiting for his contract to expire.
And then dunking on Casey Navarro for signing the Cord Bauer contract.
That was really good. Brian Cage did have one good comeback. I'll give it to him. He said, and I'm still getting paid more than you people. I was like, oh, probably not wrong.
Not for much longer, it seems.
Not much longer. Probably like another week or so. But yeah, good for you, buddy. Can't believe that man.
What did you think of this? I did not see this match. So what did you think of it?
I fell asleep during it last night. And I did not go back to watch it. So there you go. No, I don't think it's because I thought it was boring or anything. I literally just started the match after the rap and I fell asleep because I was exhausted. Like I don't think it had anything to do with the match.
Yeah, that's fair.
But it did sound funny that I said, I fell asleep.
Then we'll keep moving. Blake Christian, Alex Zane, Gringo Loco, Myron Reed.
This was your match of the night, wasn't it?
No, it was not.
The hell was your match? No. If you say it's Dalton Castle and Warhorse, I'm gonna quit.
I thought this match was good. I saw that you tweeted about it because you said it was nuts. And it was pretty nuts. I mean,
yeah. What did you expect out of these four?
Yeah.
I don't remember anything in the middle of the big spots, which can be the problem with these matches. Why I never really go super high on them, but I can appreciate some good spots.
No, it's a match that's loaded with sugar, loaded with candy, and as much as I love candy, I don't remember all of it. I don't remember everything. So I'm saying everything was good. But it's not a steak. It's just a bunch of sugar.
I would never rewatch.
Yeah. It's it's a 4-way scramble sort of.
I don't rewatch a lot of wrestling, to be fair, but when I do rewatch things, it's always something good.
Blake Christian, pretty good.
Yeah, Blake Christian's a weird fella to me.
Real Sheamus there.
Mr. Cora Jade over here. He's very good.
He is
very talented. I know he's going back to Strong soon. Good for him.
Yeah, maybe.
Which I think will be good.
I think that Strong was Blake Christian was always one of those flippy dude guys. Yeah. Strong is where it really started to turn around. He is
cleaner. Yeah,
he was getting the training and stuff. That was right.
He's yeah, Blake Christian, pretty good. I think he's probably Ospreay's. I think he's working to an Ospreay title match. I think that's the whole story they're going for.
They're teasing.
He did the Hidden Blade.
He did.
Which, and to be honest, everybody, Hidden Blade is one of my favorite moves in wrestling.
Yeah, it always looks good.
Yeah, poor Michael Oku.
Yeah, but I'm glad that they're teasing that match that we might be able to do it sometime soon.
Yeah, the next one's Warrior Wrestling 20. So I'm guessing they're going to want Ospreay at that show.
Which is very funny because I believe, if I'm not mistaken, that match was going to happen in 2020's GCW Collective Spring Break, and now here we are, Warrior Wrestling being like, hey guys,
Collective could be really good this year with all the talent that's out there right now.
Yeah, who knows? Who the hell knows? Sky Blue defeats Miranda Alizé. Now they've just watched it, right?
Not a shot.
Dalton Castle defeated Warhorse. Pretty good. It's fine.
You watched this, but you didn't watch Dante Martin versus Bandito.
I wanted to see what it would look like. I wanted to see this one. Also, I did not. This was the second match of the show, and I didn't realize how long this show was. Nearly 4 hours. I was like, "Oh,
Did Dalton
crap!"
Castle have boys?
No, he had no boys.
He had nothing.
No,
he had
no
nothing
boys.
with him.
He had nothing with him. He was just himself, and Irene.
Oh, okay.
I wasn't really paying attention, but he went into his trunks and fished around for a while, and then pulled out nothing. And so I was kind of confused what was happening there. Yeah, I don't know. Dalton Castle lately, I've always enjoyed Dalton Castle, but lately with this whole heel thing, and I don't really get it. Like we talked about when we talked the best in the world? Yeah. Or Final Battle or whatever it was for Ring of Honor. It was just
it was a show.
That one match of Dalton Castle where you just did nothing the entire match.
That match wasn't good.
No. So I was just sort of like,
four-way was not good.
I don't really know entirely what's happening.
When you cut a promo on Joe Henry.
Yeah. Joe Hendry. Anyways, for my match of the night, it was actually Sam Adonis defeating Lince Dorado to retain the Warrior Wrestling Lucha title by countout. I thought this match was really good. This is my match of the night. Can you believe it?
You say he won the match by countout?
Yeah, Sam Adonis won by countout. Very well done.
I wonder why you liked it. It's the name of the network. Man.
Any match that wins by countout gets an immediate star bump.
It's an entire star extra.
Yep.
So Lince Dorado looked good. Is that what you're saying? I see the cat. Lince Dorado looked good.
Lince Dorado looked good. Here we go. Lince Dorado looked real good. I thought he looked really good. Had no stink on him whatsoever. Did really good. Sam Adonis works really well in that lucha style.
I will say, to be fair, Grand Metalik and Dorado never had stink.
That's fair. Well, yeah.
Anytime they actually got to show up, they usually showed up.
I think Lince Dorado is one of those rare cases where he came out of WWE way better than he came in. He's improved greatly. He's so much better. I saw a couple matches before he went to WWE, and it was just like, no, he's just a lucha guy.
There's something to say about getting television experience that goes a long way too.
Yeah. And also tagging with Dorado, Yeah. You learn a thing or two. But I thought this was phenomenal.
I need him versus Danielson. That's one of the Danielson matches that
Dorado
he really wants.
Yeah.
And hope we get that.
Yeah, so this match was really good. Lince Dorado has also been doing that sort of he's been I'm choosing violence, that sort of thing. So he constantly was doing the Sabu pose. Constantly. He was wearing all silver, which was very Sabu-y, and he was constantly taking chairs out from the ring. He's constantly taking chairs from outside the ring and throwing it at Sam Adonis's face and then using them in some capacity. He set up on the outside of the ring 4 chairs, then went back into the ring and did a top rope. I think he did a somersault tope sort of thing onto Sam Adonis through the 4 chairs, and one of the chairs just exploded. It looked really good. So he's really, basically what I'm saying, he's going for that lucha violence idea, which is probably why he's emulating Sabu. But it was a very good match. I thought it was a very good match. I'm guessing you haven't seen it. Well, I recommend it. I thought it was actually really good. I thought, to me, this is the match of the night. I thought it was really good. Very outstanding. I'm very excited. It was, because it also doesn't help. I think part of it is that my expectations were low because it's Lince Dorado and Sam Adonis. Wasn't thinking too much. But turns out that it was way better than what I thought it was going to be.
That goes a long way.
Exactly. Exactly right. Let's keep the show going. We've already done an hour and a half. Can you believe it?
Yeah.
You're feeling it now, Mr. Krabs?
No, I'm ready for. I have no idea what we're talking about.
Well,
I'm not gonna lie.
I'll give you the option. There's 2 things we're going to talk about next. And it's either, and which one do you want to talk about first? Either get it out of the way or save it. We have New Japan Golden Series, 3 nights with 3 various titles. 3 nights with various title matches.
We'll end with that.
I guess actually one of them already happened, technically.
A few of them already happened.
I thought one of them already happened.
El Desperado versus
well,
Master Wato.
I don't give a shit.
Good match. Good match.
I don't give a shit about that.
Respect Wato, you piece of.
Well, I guess we won't really talk about that the first night, the evil Ishii, unless you watched it.
No, I did not watch it, but I heard it was better than expected. Okay, so that's a good sign.
Well, there's that. We can talk about that, or we can talk about Impact No Surrender. We're going to talk about both.
We can talk about Impact first.
Impact first. All right.
Yeah, we can end it with the good stuff.
All right. Impact this Saturday is having their No Surrender pay-per-view on Impact. It's an Impact Plus one, folks. So you know what that means. But I want to just get Scotty's quick thoughts. I just want to get Scotty's quick thoughts.
That's what it means.
No
surrender. Means mid.
They do not have any of the matches listed on Cage Match, so this is based on their website. If it's updated, cool. If not, you ready?
Yeah.
Impact No Surrender. Jonah taking on Black Taurus.
Yeah, that's probably gonna fuck.
Whoa.
It's probably gonna fuck.
I thought you were gonna say slap, and then
Jonah definitely gonna win, but I'm here for it. I'll definitely check that match out.
Yeah, this is Jonah's feuding with Decay as of late, defeating decisively Crazy Steve with the tsunami or whatever he's calling it.
Tsunami.
Great Wade Barrett impression. And then after the match, did it again on Crazy Steve. So Black Taurus is sort of out there for redemption for his
Crazy Steve
faction.
Dead?
No.
Tsunami seems like a lot.
Yeah, surviving one tsunami is one thing, but 2, I don't know.
2? No.
I always want to do this real quick. On a scale of 1 to 10, give me your excitement level about that match.
7.5. Pretty good.
Also at No Surrender.
Are you going to do that for every match?
Yes, I am. Matt Cardona is defending his Impact Digital Media Championship against Jordynne Grace. It's sort of after beating her on TV 2 weeks ago.
Why does this title exist?
I don't really know.
Don't they have a mid-card title?
Yes, they do.
So is this their just idea for an intergender title and they couldn't think of a name?
No, this is sort of the BTI Dark. Like if Dark had a title,
Dark should have a title.
Yeah, that's kind of what.
By the way,
that's kind of what this title is about. Is it?
I've been sitting in a time out.
It's a low. It's a low card title.
I think Dark / Dark Elevation should have one title going back and forth. I think that'd be pretty good for that show. But Matt Cardona versus Jordynne Grace, probably Cardona winning. I don't know why he'd lose it right back. And
especially if Jordynne Grace saying on Twitter that she wants to wrestle a little bit less, focus more on the weightlifting.
Great. So this should be so good. 3.5.
Was it going to be higher until I said that bit about
pretty much? Yeah.
Oh, I think she's still.
He pretty much told me the effort.
Yeah, I basically told you the ending.
That too.
Yeah, which we got kind of already knew. I mean, you're gonna have Matt Cardona win and just be healing more.
He's always there or here or whatever it is. We're always ready. Always
here. So sad. Impact No Surrender. Eric Young versus Jay White.
Please stop saying Impact No Surrender. Jay White singles match. Hell yeah. We're going to have 2 Jay White singles matches next week. That's 2 more than we got all of last year. That's pretty exciting. And then we're going to get him and Jay Lethal, I think, in 2 weeks on Strong.
Mm-hmm.
And then he's going to do the open challenge with Swerve. So that's going to be fucking great. Sorry if anyone didn't know that. It's going to be Swerve, which is awesome. That would probably be it. That hopefully kicks ass. But
it's going to be Nick Wayne.
Get out of here. My excitement level,
What if it is Darby though?
8.5.
What if it is Darby?
Darby Allin?
Yeah, well, they wouldn't do that. AEW wouldn't allow that to happen.
No. 8.5.
Yeah.
Set for a Jay White singles match.
Plus Eric Young. Eric Young's pretty good. I think Eric Young's pretty good.
No slouch in there. No slouch in there.
He knows what he's doing.
Former Impact World Champion.
He knows what he's doing. And this is a win for Jay White, I think, easily.
I don't understand how anyone has Jay White lose. I think that's a New Japan call, and they're probably like, no.
Speaking of that,
we're going to have Ishii beat him.
That's true. And speaking of, Impact No Surrender. The Good Brothers defending the Impact World Tag Team Championship versus GOD.
I think GOD wins.
Can I get that excitement level real quick?
I think GOD wins.
Yeah.
Who else are you going to have beat the Good Brothers and keep it interesting?
At this point, yeah.
My excitement level?
Yeah.
1.25.
Well, that's generous of you. I'm not excited.
Yeah, I gave him a quarter.
This match was teased on New Japan Resurgence. What, back in October? November?
It was September.
September?
No, it was before All Out.
Was it?
Yeah, because we thought Moxley was going to fight Tanahashi, and didn't happen.
Didn't happen, yeah. Anyways.
Yikes.
Impact No Surrender. Honor No More versus Team Impact. It's going to be a 5-on-5 match here. PCO.
You're going to have to tell me Team Impact.
Yeah, here we go. So Honor No More, of course, you know this. PCO, Vincent, Matt Taven, Mike Bennett, and Kenny King. King.
I did know this, yes, actually.
Team Impact, ready for this. Chris Sabin, Rich Swann, Eddie Edwards, Rhino, and Steve Macklin.
Why'd Rhino have to be in there?
I think because I think it was originally supposed to be Slater, but then I guess
what happened to Willie Mack?
I guess Slater's injured or something.
Where's my boy Willie Mack at?
Maybe he's also. I think what happened is that there was planning to be Willie Mack instead of Eddie Edwards. Maybe Eddie Edwards is going to be there. And it's probably going to be Willie Mack and Slater in this match, but I think they didn't make the taping, so they just had to figure this out, and so they're doing these guys instead.
I'm going to do a nice solid 5 for excitement level. Something I can look forward to a little bit.
Yeah.
Honor No More crew should definitely win.
Yeah. So the stipulation here is that if Honor No More wins, then they are allowed to stay in Impact Wrestling. Not a contract; they're just allowed to stay. But if they lose, they must leave for good. So kind of a loser leaves town.
How very retribution of them.
Yeah. Kind of a loser leaves town sort of thing, but only for one side of the equation.
Interesting.
Mm-hmm.
Honor No More.
Honor No More wins. You want to see all 5 of these guys stay in Impact?
Not all of them. You figure out which one I don't want to.
I have no idea because all 5 of these guys are great, including Kenny King.
I meant the old one.
Impact No Surrender women's title match. Mickie James defending her titles against the Ultimate X Knockouts Ultimate X winner, Tasha Steelz.
I'd be more excited if I thought Tasha Steelz had a chance.
Yeah. Which is sort of disappointing, right? Because you would think as the first ever women's Knockouts Ultimate X match that the winner of that match would beat.
Ooh, that was a mouthful.
I know. The Knockout Ultimate X match, you thought that the winner of that match, the first time ever, would ultimately win the title, but it really does not feel that way. However,
no,
I think she could win. Scotty, let me try to convince you. I think Tasha Steelz has a good chance because it appears they are doing the Mickie James, not Tori Wilson. What's her name?
Chelsea Green?
No. Well, yeah, but no. Mickie James. When Mickie James debuted in WWE, she was a fan of whom?
Trish Stratus.
I think they are doing the Mickie James Trish Stratus storyline with Chelsea Green and Mickie James right now. or they're starting it. They're starting it.
Isn't that they wanted to do that in WWE?
Yes, both these ladies pitched it. So
Thank God they said. I'm so happy WWE said no.
So they're doing it in Impact. My guess is Chelsea Green is going to have Mickie James lose here, so Tasha Steelz wins the title.
My fear is Chelsea Green's going to get the title.
We're going to find a way to get Chelsea Green the title.
Let's be honest here, Ryan. Who's more likely to get the title? I'd love if Tasha Steelz won. I think Tasha Steelz is pretty good. At this point with Impact, I just hope all roads lead to Masha Slamovich. It's really all I care about now.
That'd be pretty good.
Because Masha Slamovich is probably the best women's wrestler on the roster.
Yeah, she is phenomenal. She had a phenomenal 2021.
I am phenomenal.
And your main event for Impact No Surrender.
Song, by the way.
Your main event for Impact No Surrender, of course, is your Impact World title match. Moose defending it against W. Morrissey.
No step. Just straight up singles match.
Straight up singles.
Well, I would have liked if W. Morrissey was going to win, but he's not going to.
Yeah, I was about to say, is the world title changing hands here? No, probably not.
Josh Alexander's gone, huh?
Josh Alexander, not even on the show, it appears.
He tweeted out that he seems he's gone.
Yeah, which makes a lot of sense why they changed the title to Moose, except then Josh Alexander could have just had the title match here and then put over W. Morrissey.
Yeah. Moose. Moose is gonna win. Though I'd like if W. Morrissey won. I think W. Morrissey is doing the best work of his career by far. And
yeah.
I hope someone. Wait a minute. Why is there so many people missing from the show that are actually good? No Chris Bay. What are we doing here? No Ace Austin. What are we doing here? No Mike Bailey. What are we doing here? No Jake something. What are we doing here? God, I hate Impact. And just push the good people.
No Trey Miguel. No X Division title.
Oh my God. I'm not like a big, huge, major Trey Miguel fan. But what are you doing? The X Division title is the best part of your damn company.
No Ace Austin. No Chris Bay.
I just said those. Thanks for pushing that. No Masha Slamovich.
Deanna.
No Deanna. What are we doing?
Recently engaged Deanna. So congratulations to her and Steve Macklin.
Oh yeah. Yeah, good for them. Great.
She recently, you know what she's been doing lately, and I really love it. She's defending one of her titles to whoever. So she recently defended one of her titles against Santana Garrett, who just popped up. But she has the Ring of Honor Women's title and the Reyes de Reyes title. So she's basically she's defending whatever title that the person wants to win or wants to challenge for. So she's only defending one of them. Funny. It's very good. It's such a flex. Hey, I got 2 titles. I'll defend one of them real quick. Which one do you want to challenge for?
Did you see Roxy was supposedly backstage at NXT?
That was the other news. Wrestling Observer noted that Roxy was offered a WWE contract. Didn't say that she accepted it, right? But, offered a WWE contract.
But Alec Price wasn't, though. Supposedly.
Alec Price is booked everywhere right now.
That's good news for us. That's good news for us fans. No offense to Alex Price. I like Alex Price a lot. That's why I don't want him in NXT.
So what do you think about that? Roxy signing, presumably signing with NXT.
I mean, she is far ahead of her years in the ring. Mm-hmm. Especially for her American promotions.
Yeah.
Because they start younger everywhere else pretty much. My hope is that they like Roxy and they actually use her and she's not, turned into Roxy the schoolgirl or Roxy the, I don't know.
She's 20 years old. by the way.
Listen. I want to go back to like the Alex Price thing. I wish the best for these two. I like both of them a lot. I know they were both at the same tryout.
Plus, money is money. So
right. So I hope they get the bag. Well, first and foremost, go get the bag. Selfishly, I want to watch them wrestle. I want to watch them have great matches. But go get the bag, Roxy. I think Roxy's going to be okay.
Yeah, I'm glad she's getting the bag potentially.
She's going to be Cora Jade's best friend, though.
She's going to be like Cora Jade's best friend. She's going to be.
I like Cora Jade. That's not a shot at Cora Jade. We know she's going to play second fiddle, bro.
Wendy Chu's tag partner. She's going to have a new name.
Yeah, it's going to be Roxy Frightheart.
Sure.
Something ridiculous.
I'm just not excited about seeing Roxy versus Tiffany Stratton. That's it.
No one's excited about anything with Tiffany Stratton.
What's the best match that you can have with Roxy and NXT right now?
Roxy versus Io Shirai.
I guess that's true. Io Shirai's the only good one.
Roxy versus Shirai.
Yeah. Great.
Roxy versus Dakota Kai. That's it. I gave you all my options.
But what's great about Roxy is if they saw something in her, they want her. She's super young and she's incredibly talented. However, on the other hand, she's not blonde and she's super short. So I'm worried.
Well,
I'm worried about what
that's
WWE
true.
does. Yeah, so
that's all true. I can't say much about that.
Yeah, that's
the short thing. I don't think is that big of a deal.
I know, but when you put her on the main roster against Charlotte Flair,
Charlotte Flair stinks. I don't want to talk about Charlotte Flair.
Well, let's.
I got told she had a good match this weekend, and I was lied to.
You didn't like match. You didn't like the match too much against Naomi?
It was fine, but like everyone was typing it up like this was like at least 4 stars. They didn't touch that.
Yeah, maybe.
Wow, I sounded so snotty there. It was unbelievable. Kind of hate myself.
Let's end the show on a high note. New Japan Golden Series. They're finally getting around.
Would disagree that New Japan is a high note right now.
Well, I guess that's true. But they're doing some title matches. For me, it is. They're doing some title matches. This morning, they did Evil versus Tomohiro Ishii in a never open weight title lumberjack match.
The GOAT versus the Jobber.
This is a House of Torture podcast.
Pro podcast. Yeah, I got called out for that.
I did. I saw that. It was very funny.
Yeah.
Shout out a like. Shout out a like.
Yeah.
I did also read online that this was very good. We didn't get a chance to watch it yet. But I saw online that this was also really good. And I saw what helped this match is that it was a lumberjack match. And so they were able to.
Evil had to wrestle a
little bit more, but also like Chaos and all the other lumberjacks were able to sell the interference a lot more.
Yeah. So I'm actually looking forward to watching it.
Yeah, I've heard good things, so I'm excited.
Because I'm hopeful that, they hossed it up, a little hoss fight. Because I'm going to keep reminding people till I'm blue in the face. Evil's a good wrestler. It's just, the gimmick changes that. That's what's happening. And, I'll give credit to Ishii. He's also pretty good. I didn't get confirmation. Did Naito wear a t-shirt today?
I don't know. I did not see that.
Because the main event was Okada and Tanahashi versus Naito and Sonata.
Yes.
And if Naito didn't wear a t-shirt, then that match was probably really good. But if he did, then tough.
Interesting. When I click on
t-shirt Naito is a real thing.
No. I know that. I know that. But I'm saying when I click on cage matches events, I go to wait, what? Hold on. What?
They don't have it uploaded yet.
No, but when I click on the oh right, okay. I don't know what was happening there. Okay, I got very confused for a second. All right, I think I figured it out. So, night 14 is where the next sort of stuff is happening. The title match is ready?
Yeah, there's a few.
Night 14, 2/19 is that date. It's a couple of days. I think it's Friday, Saturday? I think it's Saturday. Bunch of tag matches. Who gives a crap? But we got an IWGP Junior Heavyweight Tag Team title match. Flying Tigers, Robbie Eagles, and Tiger Mask defending the titles against Bullet Club's cutest tag team, El Phantasmo and Taiji Ishimori.
New champs.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Really? I don't know. It's weird to me that Phantasmo and Ishimori are getting a title match here, just based on
actually
after how Wrestle Kingdom went.
I don't know if they're new champs because, yeah, I'll still go new champs. I'll go new champs.
Why not? It's the juniors.
If you're gonna run it back, then I'm assuming they're probably gonna win.
The only thing I think we would get, the only reason I can think of that we would get new champions is if Eagles is going back into the singles title picture.
Cool. Yeah, well, I mean, they don't have a lot of options, to be fair.
That's true.
But I can see them lose if they want to do Desperado and Ishimori.
Yeah, that's true. Or Desperado and Phantasmo.
No.
Well,
no.
They would do that.
No.
IWGP Tag Team title match. Hiroki Goto and Yoshihashi defending their titles against Hot Baby Evil and Yujiro Takahashi.
Too sweet if you're with me.
The underneath too sweet if you know what I'm talking about, baby. What is this? I thought this was a too sweet.
I can't wait till Jay White tries to do that to the Elite, and they're gonna be like, "What the hell are you doing?"
Yeah.
No. I mean, I'm gonna hope Yoshihashi and Goto don't lose him right off the bat. Be kind of mean.
So, if I'm not mistaken, Evil has the 6-man and the singles of the Never titles.
He is never.
He is never Evil.
I am never. Everything is never.
If he wins here, Evil would then be a three belt champ.
Yeah. We can get Evil 3 belts.
Evil 3 belts? Do you think we'll get Evil 3 belts?
No, I don't.
Me neither. Sorry, huge. It's gonna be Goto and Yoshihashi. IWGP US Heavyweight Title match: Hiroshi Tanahashi versus Sonata.
Go Ace. Tanahashi singles match gets me hype, no matter what.
When in doubt,
can't wait.
I think Tanahashi's winning here. I don't expect.
I think Tanahashi brings out the best version of Sonata.
I hope so,
because that's the Tanahashi I know and love. And Tanahashi definitely needs to win.
It's the Tanahashi I know and love. That's my man.
I hope Tanahashi keeps the belt for a little bit. Gets to go on that Windy City Riot show. Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah.
I assume I think that's after the New Japan Cup, so it works.
Let me look at the events real quick. Let me look at the schedule. Give me a second.
And you can also have him lose early, so it wouldn't matter.
New Japan Strong. There's an anniversary event on the 1st. New Japan Cup starts the 2nd and goes for a while.
March.
Yep.
I love the New Japan Cup.
Gotta go to page 2.
Last year, the New Japan Cup was really good.
Windy City Riot is April 16th. So the New Japan Cup will be over. The finals of the New Japan Cup are the 27th of March.
Yeah, so it could work. Cool.
Yeah,
I like the New Japan. I'm telling you, I like the New Japan Cup.
New Japan Cup will get us back into New Japan, baby.
I mean,
New Japan Cup but to be fair though, New Japan Cup is always the event that gets me back into New Japan following Wrestle Kingdom.
Yeah, it was really good last year. They put David Finlay in the Final Four.
They did, and he had a really great match with I think it was Jay White that I loved.
Yeah, he did. Then he had the match with Ospreay, and then Ospreay and Shingo in the finals.
Yeah,
Shingo had a great run too.
Yeah, Shingo's great. The other night of New Japan New Year's Golden Series, night 15 on February 20th, has 3 quote unquote title matches. I gotta look into this one actually to see what if at all there's sort of stipulation on it. It's the New Japan King of Pro Wrestling title. Minoru Suzuki versus Toru Yano. Let me see what the potential stip of that.
If Suzuki loses, I'm rioting. He needs to keep this cup and actually defend it against like non-Yano and Chase, whatever the hell his name is. People. Chase Owens.
Okay, so 5 days ago. All right, great. So 5 days ago, the polling opened. The pollings have not finished, it appears. The vote began on February 9th and ends at some point.
What are the stipulations?
Stipulations exactly. are Suzuki proposed a handcuff death match.
Yeah, needs to be that one.
I don't know what that is.
Don't either, but sounds fun.
I don't know what that is. I think I read somewhere that it's like each person starts with their hands handcuffed together. I think, or having handcuffs on. I think that's part of it. I don't remember. While Yano proposed a dog cage match.
Yeah, I saw a picture of Taka Michinoku and stuck in a cage.
Yeah.
I have no idea what that means, but I did see that.
Let me see if I can go to the website. But
I think it's like a casket match.
All right, so handcuff death match. In this bout, this is from New Japan 1972.com. In this bout, there will be no DQs, and both men will start with handcuffs on their wrists, allowing the possibility for them to be chained to anything, including one another. And then in response, they got the proposed dog cage match. In this bout, the only way to win will be to lock your opponent in the dog cage at ringside. So, yeah, kind of a casket match.
Do you remember when Toru Yano and Chase Owens wrestled for like a 40-minute match? I did not watch that.
I did.
You did because you hate yourself. Yeah. Suzuki better win. Go Suzuki.
I feel like Yano's gonna. I mean, yeah. If Yano wins, we get a shot of Suzuki in a dog cage.
That's true. That's true.
And it's like, do I want to see that? Is the question. No. The answer is no. Never open weight 6-man title match. Hot. Evil, Sho, and Yujiro Takahashi versus Chaos, Goto, Yo, and Yoshihashi. I heard that Yo and Sho had another singles match during this series.
I heard it was a stinker.
I heard it was crap.
I did not watch it. I was going to watch it, and then I saw it was a stinker, and I was like, nope.
Goes back to my point about they should have had Yo join House of Torture, not Sho.
Well, they didn't. So that's
Here we are.
Also, anyone that compares Momo Watanabe to Sho can go eat a brick. Terrible comparison. Momo can still wrestle.
Hey, man. We're a pro hot podcast.
I'm pro evil.
Oh, there's the clarity. The clarity has come up here.
It's all about evil.
It's all evil, baby.
Oh, that was actually, sorry. I just did the Keishi Muto.
On my hip.
I did pop when Marufuji did that and then hit the much better Shining Wizard against Go.
Beautiful. And then your main event, IWGP World Heavyweight Title match, Kazuchika Okada versus Tetsuya Naito.
At the end of all this dog shit, there is one great match, baby.
15 nights later, we get this finally. And by the way, the next one is an anniversary event. I don't know what that anniversary event match will be if it's not Okada.
It's Naito. It's Okada Desperado.
Real? Oh yeah, it's the anniversary event. It's the juniors. I forgot.
I'm intrigued by that.
Yeah, because he's not
very
defending.
Intrigued.
Because he already defended his junior against Master Wato. Imagine if it was Okada versus Wato. Just imagine that. Oh man, baby.
Does he defend the title in that match?
Who? No, it's
Okada.
It's just singles.
Okada should defend it anyways. Just be like, here, he can fight for it.
Here you go, Wato. No problem. I don't
Desperado.
Oh no, I want Wato. Oh, if he's gonna defend the title, do it against some schlub.
Stop being so mean to Master Wato.
He's not my grandmaster. Kazuchika Okada versus Naito. Obviously, the winner he will then face in a singles non-title match, El Desperado. Which match is sexier to you, El Desperado versus Naito or El Desperado versus Okada?
Well, we're getting Okada versus El Desperado, so it doesn't really matter. But that one still, I think. I don't know. I love Naito. I think Naito's still so great.
He's definitely slowed down a lot.
Well, you have to remember he doesn't have knees.
You know who else doesn't have knees?
Keiji Muto. Yeah, shut up. Just shut up. I can tell we're gassed because now we're just okay. Okada wins. I think this match will be great. I think you'll get Naito trying at full force here.
Yeah.
Because I thought he made a pretty good match with an injured Jeff Cobb at Wrestle Kingdom. So
yeah, for what it was, for what that was,
I mean, Cobb could barely move. Legitimately could barely move.
That was a hard watch.
Yeah. So, and I thought they made that like a decent match overall, all things considered. So, I'm expecting greatness here. Naito and Okada bring the best out of each other. Just look back at their Wrestle Kingdom 14 match if you want to. All right, Ryan. I had a thought last night.
Sure.
The show's over. So,
you know what my opinions on the Okada Naito match?
Oh, right. Sorry, you can do that.
No. The show's over. You have enough to say as I do. Go ahead.
No.
Ask your question. No. Ask your question.
Ryan, give your opinion now.
It's gonna be a really good match.
Yeah. Okay. Thanks. Awesome. So I was thinking about the double gold dash. Because I was thinking about this match, right?
Double gold. Which double gold dash?
The original, the only one. There was only one double gold dash.
Don't stop yelling at me.
They didn't dash multiple times. There was only one dash.
They sprinted the next time.
Yeah. Well, it was only one. Shut up. You have me all flustered now. So I was thinking about it, right? It was Okada, Ibushi, Naito, and Jay White.
Yeah.
And I was saying to myself, I was like, it's kind of shit that Hiroshi Tanahashi wasn't part of it.
Sure. Was that
That's
it?
all.
Was that wasn't a question? You said you had a question for me.
No, I had a statement. There was no question. Oh, I was going to ask you, would you have changed the 4 wrestlers at all in that? Knowing what we know now.
Knowing what we know now, yeah, I would have subbed out Jay White. No, because that got me Jay White and Ibushi, and that was my favorite match of that year. Of what, 2021? 2020?
2021 was your favorite match, yeah.
Yeah. That wasn't the first double gold dash, was it?
2020 was.
Yeah.
I'm talking about 2020.
But what was
when
the
titles were separated and then they came together? The year after, there was no Okada. It was Naito versus Ibushi, and then Ibushi versus White.
Oh, that's what it was. You're right.
Yes.
So it was Ibushi, White, with White
Naito.
winning. No,
No. It was Ibushi, Okada. Ibushi won the G1.
White, Naito.
Yes, and Naito won the Intercontinental that night.
I
think Naito winning was the right move.
Yes, I agree. No, everything about that was the right move. What we know now, I actually don't know if I would change anything because White lost that, and then I believe Ibushi lost to White. I think
Ibushi lost.
Yeah, I think
Twice.
It's fine. I think it's fine. Which, by the way, where is Ibushi? He's still gone?
He's Meltzer reported he's still really hurt.
Jesus Christ. I think this guy's gonna retire soon.
Jesus, Ryan. What the fuck?
What? What?
He had a tough year.
I know, but between COVID, between pneumonia or whatever that was, and then injuries. Jesus Christ.
That's wrestling. Well, not the COVID part, but the other part. That's wrestling. He'll be fine.
Yeah.
I mean, that was a tough fall.
Yeah.
Not everyone can be Saya Kamatani.
I guess so.
Even though she drilled Unagi with the knees. But we don't talk about that.
Yeah, no. I think looking back on it, I think it was fine. I mean, who the hell would have guessed what was going to come around 2 months later? And how all of that would play out. If it was anybody else, I don't think Tanahashi could have been in there unless it was Okada Tanahashi and Tanahashi losing.
That's my whole point.
But
I wasn't taking Jay out.
I know. But I think leaving Ibushi in was the better move for like the future thing.
Yeah, that's fair. How many G1s did he win in a row? 2?
3?
No.
He was in the finals, I think, 3 times.
Tanahashi won the year before.
Yeah, I think he was in the finals 3 times and won 2 in a row.
Yeah, we watched him split his shoulder. No, he was in the final 4 years in a row. He was in the final against Tanahashi the year before that.
Sure.
That's crazy.
Jude,
why?
Jude, do you have an opinion?
I think this is Jude telling us to end the show.
Yeah, Jude's like, all right, wrap it up, folks. He's the producer of the show after all. Ring Post Radio. I love the show. I love the show. I love the audience. I love our fan base. I love people that in the chat. I love people in our audience. I think I should tweet out how many listeners we have.
Well, it'd be better than the other person, that's for sure. Ryan,
you said it on me. You said it on me.
Match of the week.
Match of the week. I mean, besides Paige, I try to keep my match of the weeks as something that is not what we already talked about. You know what I mean?
Oh, Jesus Christ!
What?
I mean, I have to find something else. We talked about everything.
You could do. I know we did talk about everything, so it's impossible. So I
usually do that.
I was going to say that I'd like to typically do that, but I might change that and just say that I'm going to put over the. Yeah, I think I'll put it over I'm just going to say the Hangman Page Lance Archer match. That was easily my match of the week, no doubt. I mean, next up would be Kanosh Shiozaki, and we already talked about that. Everything else, I mean, if I skipped to try to find the thing that we didn't talk about, I think it'd be Hammerstone versus Pagano and MLW.
Yeah.
That silence sums it up.
If we're going with something we didn't talk about, I thought the Bucks versus Roppongi was pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, El Lindaman versus Soma Watanabe from GLEAT. That was a really good match. You laugh, but GLEAT's good, man.
I can't believe you're like the only GLEAT defender I've ever met.
I thought you liked GLEAT.
I watched the first show and I was like, oh, it's fine. And then never watched a single show again.
GLEAT's good, man. You're just a hater.
I got GLEATed.
By the way, my top 4 matches of the week were Hangman and Archer, and then all the GOAT matches. So, yeah. All right, bye.
Do you want to plug anything, Scotty?
Yeah, follow me at Scotty Wrestling. Don't follow me. I don't care.
All right. Well, you can follow me at Ryan Neitzey on Twitter. You can follow us, the entire show, at Countout Pod. I did a Twitch stream yesterday, Scotty. Fun fact. Why? Because I wanted to, baby.
But what?
I streamed me playing Fire Pro Wrestling, the Fire Promoter mode, where I run my own promotion. So I'm going to be trying to do that every Saturday. So you can join me on twitch.tv/countout when I do more of that.
What are we going to do? Watch along?
I don't know. I was then thinking about that. I feel like it'd be weird if we did a watch along to something live. Like if we did that, we can't show it.
No, we gotta do something old.
I feel like we should do something old. But we could also do it on Saturdays. Basically what I'm saying is I'm going to try to Twitch stream on Saturday. Maybe it's me playing a video game. Maybe it's Scotty and I watching, I don't know.
Wow.
Some sort of old school match that no one will care about.
People are loving evil.
Really? Good for them. As they should.
The evil match, not just evil.
Oh, sorry, my mistake.
Yeah. Well, maybe we'll do it on a Saturday.
Yeah, we'll figure it
out. Or we could always do, we can't do Sunday. We do this.
we can do it next Monday. Are you off next Monday? Because next Monday is Labor Day, Memorial Day. What is it?
Oh, I work during the day for the first time ever, so we can always do it Monday night.
Ring Post Radio nights.
Watch along. Watch one really good match.
We have
some drinks.
I have a glass of wine in front of me.
I think that should be the plan.
Look at the legs on that glass of wine, baby.
We can watch I don't know, something.
We'll watch
Okada Omega 1.
Suggest to us, maybe. Maybe people can suggest stuff to us.
Oh yeah. But it has to be good or we're not watching it. I'm not watching something bad.
No, we're gonna watch
Ryan already did that.
And
he had a great time.
We're gonna watch something. We're gonna watch something horrendously bad, and then get yelled at for. I did that last week. I love our fans. I love the streets. Anyways, that's it for this show, Ring Post Radio. Thank you all for listening. We'll be back next week for an all new episode. I should say subscribe to the podcast where you can. I forgot to say that part. So we'll be back next week. Bye.
Bye.